Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece Chapter 98. Yo, that ending panel when they realize Luffy is on the scaffold. I want to show you something, right? I think this might have gone missed. I don't know, if you read the manga, this might have gone missed. I don't know how the anime did it, but this really caught my attention, right? While everyone is freaking out, look at Nami. Nami's got the, sound effects, grrr, but she looks disappointed. You got the sweat drop. That was so fucking hilarious. I love that right there, man. That was absolutely, oh my God, that was good. That was good. Like the humor. And like I said, I just told you guys, man, like Zoro reminds me of Kenshin. Nami reminds me of Karu in a little bit. That's some shit Karu would have done. For those of you who don't know, spoiler, if you hadn't read Kenshin, it's old as fuck. So if you hadn't read it, I'm sorry. But Karu is the girl that Kenshin ends up with, and she's got some Nami / Sakura Haruno tendencies. So that was pretty damn funny to see that. But the other thing about this chapter, so apparently that hot ass chick that Sanji was looking at was Alvida. And when I read that, I said, oh shit. She went from boom to like everything in the right places and everything. That was not expecting that, and now it makes sense. As I'm thinking about it, it makes a lot of sense because Oda doesn't introduce characters and they not have a role later on, so it makes a lot of sense. And the thing about it, Alvida really reminded me of like a gorilla, so just to see that was amazing, the transformation. And the other thing, man, it does two things for me. One, it really just points out that you can't really judge somebody by what you see in front of them today. Alvida has that confidence, and I know this is corny as fuck, but it's true. Alvida has that confidence about her, and even when she was big, she had it, and you gotta admire that, because she was asking people who's the most beautiful woman in all the seas when she looked like a damn troll, like the troll dolls. That's what she looked like, but she was confident, and I really feel like this form now just shows the confidence, and confidence on a woman is sexy just like it is on a man. So that was real nice to see. And then personally, that really resonated with me because I have an instance where way back I had this girl. We were in high school and she was a few years older than me, and she was really heavy set, and I don't do big girls. Period. I don't care if they got cute face, wonderful personality. I won't talk to a big girl. That's just me, right? And the thing about it is she lost a lot of weight. Like, she lost a lot of weight. 90 pounds is in a lot of weight, okay? So she lost all that weight, and she looks like a different person. She got the exercising, lifting weights, squatting every day, running, like tennis, all that. Like, she got really in shape, curves in all the right places. And the thing about it, her attitude never changed at that point either. Like, she thought she was the shit when she was super huge, and now she's just like, she's married and got kids with another guy, but so obviously she's doing better than me. But the thing about it is, it's like she was confident at that point. I had an opportunity where I could approach her, but I wouldn't do it because it wouldn't be right for me to approach her after she got her shit together, and I wouldn't talk to her when she was in the midst of it. So I say that to point this out. Alvida was saying like, hey, Luffy, get at me, bro, like in a good way. And there's this one scene where Oda is getting his hero Mashima on, and what I'm referring to is there's some hidden sexual undertones in this. Like, it's when she's talking to Luffy and she's like, you're the first man to hit me, right? And right here she says yes, and I really felt it. It was so hard. And the way she's making the faces, like they're you can tell like the guys look like they're about to have nosebleeds, man. Like, there was so much of a sexual undertone to that. Like, I was just reading that and I was just like, so Luffy was the first one to hit it, right? You know, I was like, are you serious, Oda? You really gonna do this? And it's funny for me because as I'm reading One Piece and I'm reading Fairy Tail as well, like literally I'm seeing scenes from Fairy Tail that really feel like, you know, they were kind of taken from One Piece. Like when Natsu destroys the Tower of Heaven, Luffy just destroyed the All Along Park a few chapters ago. And I don't know when both of them got serialized, but it matches. It almost matches up to the chapter. And the thing about it, you know, Buggy's been traveling around with her, and I really feel like those two, that works because, you know, Buggy wasn't really himself. And the crazy thing about it, like I said, I'm so grateful you guys are telling me to start paying closer attention to the cover stories, because Buggy goes into this over the top explanation of where the hell he's been, right? And it's funny as hell though, because he says, since the day you defeated me, I've dreamed of nothing but killing you. That's what gave me the strength to make it back to my crew. And it was an epic adventure, especially since I was missing some body parts. There was laughter, there were tears, there was friendship as well. But Buggy persevered, and like, yo, that was... And the crazy thing, there was a whole bunch of wacky shit going on in like the Buggy adventures. So because like I read those, like it's just like I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is hilarious, man. But the thing about Alvida though, you know, I want to get to that. You know, the girl I was telling you about, you know, Nikki, she lost that weight, but Alvida used the devil fruit. And basically that devil fruit turned her from a troll to a knockout. And hey man, whatever works. I can't really knock it, you know. And the thing about it, like I said, Oda's teaching some lessons in this, man. It's very subtle. You have to dig through to catch them. And the other thing, you know, he also kind of played up, you know, some gender roles. And I'm seeing a little bit of Asian culture in this too, because, you know, Sanji's looking like, oh, you're almost like a housewife. You're doing the shopping. And it's just like, okay, because he's talking about Usopp. Usopp's getting the eggs and stuff. He's disappointed that there's a one per customer limit on the eggs. But the other thing, Alvida is like, well, I have to get a man. And she's kind of, it really feels like she's coming off like she needs that to validate her, even though she's already had that confidence. And, you know, the woman's supposed to be subservient to the man, especially in Asian culture. So when I see that, I see some gender roles reached into this, and I'm not going to get off on a tangent about that. I could, but I'm not. But the other thing about this chapter is Luffy shows just how big of a knucklehead he is. Like there's this one shot where Luffy is standing up on the scaffold, and he's got a one-track mind. It's pretty cool, though. He's just like, look, just before you died, and this is the thing, right? He's saying, like, this is what the king of the pirates saw, and he's just looking out over it, all of it. And I thought that was pretty cool. Again, I'm wondering if this is going to be some form of foreshadowing. Is Luffy going to face his own execution, maybe in his own hometown? Because, again, the mayor's words on the very last page, there's symbolism there. The last page of the first chapter where Luffy's pirate legacy really begins, because that's when his bounty was decided and published. And on the last page, they use the word destiny. And now you have this going off. And there's even a scene where Mohiji, the lion tamer, actually gets the execution stuff all over his neck because he knocks it over his head. And Buggy's like, I'm going to execute you. Whatever. I know Luffy's not going to get killed or whatnot, but it's just small things Oda's doing. I love it, man. So when Zoro and the rest of them kind of get together and they're looking, it was very interesting to me. And speaking of Zoro and the rest of Luffy's crew, Nami really impressed me in this chapter because she's able to tell just from the air pressure that it's dropped, but also she can tell that it's getting ready to rain. And that's why she's gonna make an awesome navigator. You know, those are skills that you can be taught, but at the same time, there's a natural kind of flair for them. So that was pretty damn cool to see that, man. So my chapter question for you guys is going to be, what were your thoughts when you saw Alvida's dramatic transformation? What were your thoughts? But that's it for this review, guys. If you liked anything I had to say, as always, make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, and share. I'll greatly appreciate it. That's it. Thanks for watching Kryptonian saying, have an awesome day.
Are you